Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here, getting started on, well, not getting started, but playing a little bit more of one of my favorite, pretty much chill games to play when you're trying to chill or trying to relax. Earth Defense Force 4.1, The Shadow of New Despair. Now, this game, back in the PS3 era, they had a game called Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon. I think it was 2025. I still got that case right here. Yes, Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon. So that's the game that I first played on the PS3. And basically what it is you're playing as a soldier in the world where aliens are invading your planet, and they're also sending giant bugs to attack you. So you have three classes. I'll show them to you now.
Select the number
I want to
of
go
players.
ahead and get through some of these stages so I can unlock the mission called Crimson, which will allow me to start farming and get better armor and gear for my classes. So your classes are
Choose a
your
class.
Ranger, Basic
Ranger is
Infantry
recommended.
Army Man, Everyday Man,
Other
pretty
classes are
much the
specialized.
guy you want to
Unlike
play
the Ranger, you'll need
as
time to get used to their
during your
controls.
first playthrough, because he has pretty much the easiest class to play as. Basic automatic weapons, basic explosive weapons, mind you. He has
loadout.
like assault rifles,
Rangers can
shotguns,
equip
sniper
two
rifles,
weapons.
rocket launchers, missile launchers, grenades, special weapons, and the like. So I haven't tried any of these because they still say new on them. I did a little bit of farming with some people online, but I never did any more than that because I wanted to unlock some stages for myself. So you have your Ranger, then you have your Wing Divers. Wing Divers are always
assault
female. They're
trooper.
your flying characters.
Member
They
of
can
a
fly around. They
female
use
only
energy
special
weapons.
forces unit.
Energy
Equipped
weapons and
with light
flying
blades.
uses the
She
same
is armed with experimental
source.
Ravager tech-based
So whenever
weaponry.
you're shooting your weapons and you have to reload, it takes away from the energy needed in order for you to fly around. So it's something to keep mindful of, but they also have powerful energy weapons like giant laser beams or ricocheting plasma bolt shots, or the ability to shoot out lightning from their guns that can hit walls and then hit enemies, or they're basically like flying laser weapons, pretty much. And they got all
Choose
types of different
loadout.
weapons, all
Wing
these
divers can
weapons.
equip two
They got,
weapons.
they're highly destructive too. Then you
Choose a
have
air
your
raider.
air raiders. Air raiders are pretty much your support characters. They're pretty much in the background, but they can call in special attacks from
Air raiders can
different
equip two
from
weapons
different
and
places,
one
like
vehicle.
artillery squads, bombers, coastal missiles, and they also have a lot of support equipment as well, such as the ability to increase the defense of a person, or the health, or regenerate health in general. And they also have access to being one of the only, pretty much the only class that can call in vehicles
Choose loadout.
that you can use. And
Raiders
power
can equip
suits,
two
like
weapons and one
straight up
vehicle.
Metal Gear type power suits, from two-legged bipedal walking turrets to giant Jaeger-sized mechs. Trust me, it's awesome. So they range in that regard as the support guys, but they're incredibly devastating once you start to get their weapons up. I'm still working on my air raider, so that's how that's going.
Choose a class.
Then you have
Fencer.
your fencers, which are essentially
armored
walking
trooper.
tanks.
With the
So they're slow, but depending on what weapons you have, they can
Choose
either be
loadout.
slow or
Fencers can equip
fast,
4
depending on
weapons.
how your dodge cancel is. And they have all types of weapons, from hammers and melee weapons to spears and jackhammers, a ton of shields. I still have yet to scratch the surface for my guy, so I'm still working on that. Automatic artillery guns. So basically, they're the guys you go. Think War Machine from Iron Man, but he can't fly. He's incredibly slow, but all of that is in his weapons. So you see the weapons I got on my guy. I have dual Gatling guns on my guy. Yeah, it's nice. Now the thing is, the recoil with this thing is it will always start to immediately just shoot up towards, like, I want to say shoot up towards the sky, especially with some of them. Some of them have horrible recoil and they just shoot straight up, so you gotta aim it a little bit better. But they're
Choose
basically like I
Fences
said,
can
walking
equip
tanks,
more
missile
weapons.
launchers, artillery, they're the ones that always have you can have two of these on at the same time. You can either have two shields, two melee, or two guns, or any combination of the two. And you're basically just a walking railgun. You're basically like a walking tank arsenal. So that is the Fencer.
Choose a
Of course, that's
class.
not the class I'm going
Air
to play
Wing
as, because I
Diver.
really want to get through this mission quickly and show you how this game actually is. So wing divers, they're really good. Wish there was a way you can increase how much energy you use up during a mission,
Select a mission.
but oh well.
Select a difficulty. Try deploying.
So, after this mission, I believe it's the mission called Crimson. So I've played that mission multiple times in multiplayer. I still have to unlock all the stages for a single player because there are a lot of them. And the path towards 100% is long due to just how much is there. So, the enemies you fight are basically giant bugs sent in by the alien race, the Ravager alien race. And I'm getting a better view from up here. Okay, so you see my energy pool over on my right side. That refuels when I'm not flying or if I'm not using it at all. Now these guys you need to watch out for, because if they get you caught in their webs, then it's hard to get out of it. And I'm getting rid of him. So if you get rid of their webs, they have nothing to stick you to, because it's annoying getting caught in this thing. But since my weapon level is so high, I can easily get through this mission, so I don't need to worry about too much. But these guys are still annoying just the same. Red button now, here are your drops. Red boxes will be your armor. For every 2 that you pick up, it increases your armor by 1. Then you have your jumping spiders. If you're a fan of spiders or like bugs in general, then this probably is the game for you, because you're going to be killing every single bug that you see. Sorry, I'm really scared. But spiders aren't your only ones. You have ants, you have red ants, you have ant queens, you have giant wasps. And that's just the bug side. You have the robots from the Ravager alien race that they have multiple types, which are mainly called Hectors, which are essentially the walking... Wow, that was over quickly. I thought that was going to be a lot longer. But you have your Hectors, which are giant robots that walk around on you. Ooh, new weapon. I actually need to be unlocking my lower level weapons for my characters as well, since I did so much farming on Crimson.
Select a
And
mission.
yes, this is it. Okay, Crimson is the stage where a
Select
lot
a
of
difficulty.
farming
At higher
takes place.
difficulties,
Now I'm just playing through
deploying.
on normal, but with a lot of... If you have the right setup, this is basically a perfect area for you to just basically farm, because of how many enemies show up at one time.
This is Strategic Command Headquarters. Large numbers of giant insects are approaching. All units, prepare to attack. Ranger 31.
So unfortunately, I'm playing the single player, so no co-op on this one, but in the multiplayer section, then there is. But it still works out just fine. And this is just my main plasma sweeper weapon. Does a ton of damage, but then again, I'm playing on normal, so of course it's going to do a ton of damage. And red ants have a nasty habit of running right into you, trying to grab you. It's not cool. But thankfully, these weapons are devastating enough where I can actually do real damage. And I say this is perfect for farming because every run there's so... Look at all of this. Now, you see how quickly that was over with? And all these drops, all these health drops, all these armor drops. Wing divers are very good for picking up all of these at one point, because of how quickly... Well, of how slow the other classes are. Unless you're using an air raider, then you can get around in a vehicle. But see, depending on how you do, this mission can be either very short or very long. And since there's so many enemies at one point, you're going to be getting a lot of drops in this stage, especially if you don't farm. So this is the perfect farming mode. Like I was telling my friends before, they were sort of wondering what I was playing, and I told them I was playing this, but I don't think they know what this was at the time, so I'm making this video for them specifically, so they know exactly what I'm playing. But I describe this game as like a cheesy B-type movie, like you would find on Sci-Fi in the middle of the week. Nothing too famous, but it's just a B movie that you would find in a bargain bin at a Walmart or whatever. And the way this game plays out, it just plays out like a B movie. Lots of cheesy dialogue, lots of campiness, lots of cheesiness, all that B movie cheese, you know how it is. And the thing is, it's not the best looking graphically, it's not the best playing gameplay wise, just run in an area and shoot up bugs. But it's the simplicity of it that makes it fun. I mean, you're just in a stage, a rather large stage, is that just killing bugs, collecting armor and loot to make yourself even stronger so you can face the bigger stages. And bugs are not the only, bugs and giant alien robots are not the only enemies you'll be facing. There are other enemies as well, but I'm too far in the beginning of this game to be considered worried about those later enemies. But there are DLCs where you get to fight giant Godzilla-sized monsters, and there are literally kaiju-looking monsters in this game, which is why it requires something big like that giant Jaeger mech I was telling you about. So once there's 3 waves to this one stage. Once that's over, this mission is over. The quality of drops that come from this place is too good to pass up. Harder difficulties, these guys are a lot harder to take down. But the payoff is, the higher the difficulty, the higher level the weapon drops will be. Which makes this an idea, which makes this an ideal place for farming. Because you can easily get end-game level gear or end-game level weapons for yourself, and then you can just breeze through the rest of the game. And it's always wise for you to pick up all drops before you kill the last enemy, so that way you don't worry about missing anything, especially armor. Armor is a must, because they are extremely helpful in later stages. I apologize if I sound like I'm talking so much, but I just want to give like a good example to my friends who want to know what this game is. Just in case they ever become interested. This game isn't for everyone, but I suppose it could tickle your fancy. And there's one more ant out there. Oh, I didn't know it followed them. I had no idea that this laser could follow and home in on them. I thought it was just a straight shot. Well, you learn something new every day. I hope y'all enjoyed this little short video. I will see you in the next one, and as always, later, peoples.